Iasu Malakido. Welcome to the Malaka podcast. John Bernthal.
Long story fucking long. They ended up taking me away because the guy wasn't waking up. They put him in an ambulance. He still hadn't woken up 45 minutes later. And I'd been in trouble my whole life. And I'm down there now. And, I had a career, man. I was a series regular on a few TV shows. I'd done, 12, 15 movies. And I'm sitting there on this bench in the Pacific Division. And, all of a sudden, I remember being locked up when I was a kid because I'm in a situation where I'm handcuffed to this bench, and they got the wall right there, so you can't even move to one side or the other. And I had to piss so fucking bad. I couldn't believe I'm in this situation. And when I piss, I can't go piss. I gotta ask somebody permission. He's not gonna let me. And these cops are on me. Hey, if he doesn't wake up, that's it, motherfucker. You know how they are. Just in my ear. If you don't wake up, you're done. And I knew, man, right there on that bench, I said to myself, look, man, this is gonna go one of two ways. But if he doesn't wake up, I'm going down and I'm going through that room that way. And I'm done, man. I'm done with family. I'm done with friends, and I'm gonna be the devil. I know what it means to be locked up in California, and you ain't getting out of that clean. And I'm ready to be that guy. I'm ready, and it was a scary feeling because I wasn't scared. It was peaceful. I'm ready to be that guy. But Lord, if you can just wake this guy up, like if you can just change this, I am done, man. I'm done with the bullshit. I'm done with the drinking. I'm done with the messing around. I'm gonna commit to my lady. I'm gonna commit to my work. I'm gonna be about making a family, and I'm gonna trim all the fat off my life. And I know I should have learned this lesson, but I need to learn it right. But I've learned it now. If you just give me this shot. And look, sure enough, this guy ended up waking up. He ended up suing me for a whole shit ton of money. Because I had just done Night at the Museum too, which they fucking put my face on the poster. So my poster's all over California. He saw it. He goes, "That's the guy that knocked me out." So now he's suing me for $2 million, saying he's got vertigo and PTSD and all this bullshit. And point being, man, right after that is when I was faced with this situation where I had an audition for Walking Dead. And July 3rd, 2010, 1 year later, I was on set for Walking Dead. And I got married right after the first year of Walking Dead. And that's really when my life changed in every single way. And I started working different, started behaving different. And I can tell you, man, I really, something Sean says all the time, man. I think that the biggest gift you can hope for in this world, I don't mean to be, preachy, man, but I think it's peace, man. If you can find some peace, a peace of mind. I got nothing left to prove to anybody anymore, man. I have real peace. I'm in love with my wife. I'm in love with my kids. I'm in love with my career, and I get the best friends in the world. And there's no part of me anymore that needs to go out and be the guy. There's no part where if I see some sort of brand of injustice, I need to insert myself and say, hey, man, don't you fuck with that motherfucker. Now, don't get me wrong. You're not going to mess with my wife. You're not going to mess with my kids and my friends. But I'm not going around with this. I think we're confused, man. I think we're confused that we feel like as men we need to go prove ourselves all the time, and we need to assert ourselves. And to me, honestly, there's actually nothing less manly, I think, than being the loudest voice in the room. And what I came to figure out, literally a year later, on July 3rd, 2010. I remember I ended up writing a letter. I never sent it to the guy. I wrote a letter to that guy that I knocked out. And I remember thinking and realizing that was me and not to get too trippy, but that was me that I knocked out. That was the old version of me, man. I saw shit in him. I saw behavior in him. I saw a brashness and a loudness and a disrespect in him that I'd seen in the younger version of myself. And I was done with that guy, man. I was done with that guy. And, that event ended up really changing my life right there along with Walking Dead. And I think I don't have one without the.
Damn. That's that's some deep shit, man. I know usually when I do a podcast, I usually start with like a good story or something funny or whatever like that. But I remember seeing this clip like years ago of Johnny, and that's some crazy shit, man. I mean, literally him facing his own demon, and his life would have been completely different if that guy did not wake up. So, I'm glad everything worked out. And another reason why I wanted to start off with that story is because I don't know. I've seen John over the years like do a whole bunch of good work, and I don't know, he seems like a good, genuine dude. And it's, I think a lot of it has to do with that situation. So I think it all. I mean, I'm sure he had to deal with a lot of other stuff in his life, of course, but I mean, that's a big moment. A lot of people do not get a second chance like that, or a chance to just redeem themselves. And, he was able to do it. And, John to me has always seemed like a very like tough guy. And, like he's played sports. I think he was a boxer at one point. And, he's lived a very, tough life. But at the same time, like people think, oh, you see this tough guy and oh, he can handle himself. And, of course he can. Don't get me wrong. But at the same time, a guy like that just wants to be better than that. He wants to better himself, and that's what makes John really special. And that's why I love to do a podcast about him. So even if you don't know a lot about him, I mean, I'm sure you've seen him in Walking Dead. I have mixed feelings about that show. I'm going to get to that in a little bit. You've probably seen him in Wolf of Wall Street. You've probably seen him as the Punisher, probably the best version of the Punisher so far, I mean, that I've seen. Yeah, so let's get into it. And of course, I always have to go to Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia, Free, my 4 favorite letters. Technically, it's 3, shut up, but the point is, it's awesome. Let's begin. Jonathan Edward Bernthal, born September 20th, 1976, is an American actor, beginning his career in the early 2000s. He came to prominence for portraying Shane Walsh on the AMC horror series The Walking Dead, where he was a starring cast member in the first 2 seasons. Bernthal achieved further recognition as the Punisher in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, originating the role on the 2nd season of the Netflix action series Daredevil, and headlining an eponymous... Ladies and gentlemen, I have no idea how to say this word.
Eponymous.
One more time.
Eponymous.
Say it again.
Eponymous.
Is it just me, or does this woman sound really hot? Wait, just come on, one more time.
Eponymous.
Damn. That's a good job, Google. Anyways, series from 2017 to 2019. Bernthal's likeness was also used for the character in the Marvel Comics series The Punisher War Machine, and in ongoing Punisher comic book series. His film roles include Snitch, The Wolf on Wall Street, Fury, Sicario, The Accountant, Baby Driver, Wind River, Widows, Ford vs. Ferrari, Those Who Wish Me Dead, King Richard, and The Many Saints of Newark. Not bad from a guy with, I don't know, seems like humble beginnings to me. I mean, the guy seems like a good dude. So, tough guy. By the way, they got a picture of him on Wikipedia. I don't know. He's kind of got like the whole K-Fed crooked hat thing going. Again, much tougher dude. But yeah, so it's just cool to see. Like, honestly, one of the main reasons why I love doing this podcast is because a lot of times, I will pick actors, actresses. And, a lot of people, they know about a person, but, they feel, oh, why would you do something like this with this person? No, he's not that big of a star, But he's a cool dude, I feel, with John. And, he's done a lot of cool shit. And I looked up some facts here that I found on thethings.com. That's a cool name for a website. I mean, that could literally mean anything. But, this one, they just look up some facts and some really cool shit about this dude. So, the world's got to know if they don't know already. So check this out. He studied at Harvard. Yeah, right. We've heard the dropout story before, but this time there's a twist. While John did drop out of Skidmore College, he proceeded to attend the Moscow Art Theater, where he caught the eye of executive director of Harvard's Institute of Advanced Theater Training. John would later attend the school and graduate in 2002. You know, the odds are of being in Moscow, okay? You're just in the art theater there. Like, again, again, I don't know a lot about Moscow. I just assume it gets really cold in the winter. And, but I'm Canadian. I'm used to it. And, the odds is you're just coming across an executive director from Harvard, okay? And he likes you or she likes you, whoever this person is. And they want you to go to their school, Harvard. And then he later graduates in 2002. You know how fucking awesome that is? Like, I mean, what a great opportunity. So, again, I've always said in the whole acting business, I mean, a lot of it is skill, a lot of it is, good timing. But let's be honest, a lot of it is just luck. And, but sometimes you make your own luck. So you go to one institute, maybe someone from the States goes, hey, you know what, let me check out some scouting over here. You never know what's overseas. There you go. So that's perfect. That's a cool story. And was married by his acting teacher. There you go. See, that's a good thing. You find somebody that with a license, you save a couple bucks. I like that. We all have that one person in our lives who's like a guardian angel of some sort. For John Bernthal, that would be his acting teacher, Alma Becker. His move to attend the Moscow Art Theater was at her advice. Who knew it would land him in Harvard? Becker was also the one who married John Bernthal and his wife, Erin Engel, with whom he has 2 sons and a daughter. There you go. Listen, you got someone who's teaching you about acting, someone who marries you, someone who moves you to Harvard. What more do you want in a friend? Okay? She probably gave him a discount too because she knows him. It's perfect. His is an extended family of popular entertainers and famous ties. John Bernthal is not the only famous person in his lineage. His grandfather, Murray Bernthal, was a known musician and producer who was based in New York. His brother, Thomas Bernthal, is a marketing executive who is engaged to Facebook COO Sheryl Sandberg. Berthal's wife, Erin Engel, is the niece of retired wrestler Kurt Angle. Fuck me. It's so funny. I swear to God, guys, as I was reading this sentence, I'm thinking to myself, like just quickly, your brain works. Like Angle. Who do I know? The first person that just popped in my head was Kurt Angle. I said, no. I was like, no shit. Oh, that's awesome. Fuck, man. So yeah, see, there you go, man. I mean, you become John's friend. You get Kurt with him, and then they'll just all you guys can just beat the shit out of people. It's fucking awesome. I'm kidding. Only when they do bad shit. Just I don't know. That's all. I'm just saying it's good to have extra muscle. That's all. I'm Italian. I know how it is. He auditioned for the roles of Rick and Shane on The Walking Dead. If you pictured The Walking Dead audition as a bunch of people impersonating zombies, you are definitely correct, except for John Bernthal. There had to be talking involved. It's interesting to learn that he did not just audition for the part of Shane. He wanted to be Rick too. This was revealed through AMC's special marathon that featured members of the crew. Listen, that happens all the time, guys, okay? I mean, keep in mind that when Al Pacino auditioned for The Godfather, he really wanted to be Sonny, more of a tougher role, all that. There's another story where I think Michael Keaton auditioned for Ghostbusters. He wanted to play, Vakeman. Then he wanted to play Egon. Or was it the other way around? Something like that. But the point is, when you become, an actor, you're, fuck it, you're there. You know what I mean? Like, let me read for everything. And then in the end, you choose what you want me to be. What suits you best. You know what I mean? So In the end, you go to audition. Don't get offended if you don't get it. You got to keep in mind, this is like the directors, the writers are there. It's their vision. You know what I mean? So I guarantee you somewhere along the line, worst case scenario, you don't get it, but they'll remember you. Maybe they'll remember you for another part. So just saying, everything works out. He stays in character mid-shoots. An interview with the late-night talk show host Jimmy Kimmel, John Bernthal, revealed that he preferred to stay in character on the set of The Punisher. On the show, John portrayed Frank Castle, otherwise known as The Punisher, a reprised role from Marvel's Daredevil. In reference to staying in character, John told Kimmel, "It's not a lot of isolation and sort of not having to do much. He lives in a world of darkness, and my job is to kind of embrace that." It's true. It is a great character, and we will get more into that right after this. Well, no, actually a little later. I just always wanted to say that. John loves his pit bulls. More than anything, John loves his pit bulls. That and DMX. Rest in peace. His love for pit bulls has seen him become the spokesperson for the Animal Farm Foundation, which places emphasis on the need for proper care of pit bulls. John has 3 pit bulls who are also his travel mates. They come with him to set and have appeared in some of his films. That's nice. Listen, the whole family's getting paid, okay? That's it. That's beautiful. I even heard one of them has an Instagram account, which is fucking... That's when you know a person loves dogs. Again, Pitbull, I just want to say this too. Like, honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not a big fan of dogs. I'm just not. If you listen to my, podcast about dogs, you'll see why. There's, 2 very good reasons why. Been through some shit, but I still feel to this day, I don't have really I hate dogs in the sense like I've never owned a dog. I don't have a problem with dogs. Dogs you don't own a dog, fine. But I feel pit bulls in general get a bad reputation. You see them in movies, they're always like angry, drooling, whatever, they're always attacking, whatever, In the end, how you raise an animal is how that animal is going to be, okay? I find it very hard to believe that John is raising these 3 pit bulls to be fucking Cujo, okay? So, I've seen a couple pictures here and there. Again, it's all on the owner. You know what I mean? How well you train the animal. That's it. So don't label, don't be racist towards different breeds of animals, okay? You don't want to be racist against human beings. Don't be racist against animals. Plain and simple. And animal racism? No, animal racism? No? I'll shut up. And preferred to move between LA and New York City by road. It is surprising to learn that John, while shooting The Punisher, opted to travel by road from Los Angeles, where he lives, to New York. Guess who brought along as company? Oh, I'm going to guess, let's see, 1, 2, 3 dogs. Yes, his 3 pit bulls. Yeah, he still got it. Sometimes his dad would be on the wheel, as John told Kimmel, through 2.5-day ride. His dad would only allow one step stops. Lots of, yeah, dude, you got to take more than one stop. Come on, man. Piss alone. Where they do everything. Anything else was to Hollywood. There you go. Perfect. Hollywood sounds cool, but I don't know. I don't know. The whole, I don't know. I got a feeling I'm going to get lost and end up in like a bad part of town or something. And I don't know. Like, I don't know. I'm going to be on stage one day and, I'm going to get slapped in the face like Chris Rock did or apparently attacked now like Dave Chappelle did. Did you guys hear about that shit recently? Holy fuck. And then Chris Rock put on stage and he said, I think that was Will Smith. Jeez. You still got it, man. I love it. Just, I love it. I think Dave Chappelle versus Chris Rock. Yeah, I think they could both take Will for sure. I don't know. Dave Chappelle looks like he's been bulking up over the years, so I think they got this. He's good friends with the Walking Dead cast, While John Bernthal was technically fired from The Walking Dead, he somehow had a hunch it was coming. However, he doesn't hold any grudges towards showrunner Frank Darabont, though he shed a couple of tears when he knew the end had come. John considers the cast as family and has refuted the existence of bile in many interviews. This was proven through his return in later seasons of that show. There you go. So realistically, I mean, I don't know. I'm going to get more into The Walking Dead in a bit, or I don't know, less in that case. But anyways, yeah, so they couldn't have hated you that much if they brought you on for later seasons, you know. Or maybe it's one of those things that your character was so cool that, I don't know, they had no choice but to bring him back, you know. So, yeah, there you go. Either way, man, another paycheck. He shot some scenes of The Punisher with a broken hand. In his interview with Jimmy Kimmel, John revealed that he broke his hand while shooting The Punisher. Unlike Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, he prefers to do his own stunts. He could have easily told the stunt coordinator his hand was broken, but he didn't. Instead, he kept asking if he could use his left hand to complete the fight scene. Things got worse when his broken hand had to be slammed on a table. Lucky for him, he managed to finish the 3-day shoot. Whew, there you go. This is a tough motherfucker, man. I'm telling you. I mean, you know, like, first of all, I mentioned before he used to box. I mean, if, you know, I don't know. I'm one of these people, listen, someone could, you know, punch me for 12 rounds. It's like, or do you want to work 3 days with a broken hand? I'm picking the broken hand. I mean, to me, it's easier. But at the same time, obviously, it's still got to hurt. But, you know, especially getting slammed on a table. But, hey, that's it. It's all good. And his son prefers Daredevil over the Punisher. Desgraziado. Anyway, child never quite understand, do they? You'd think that, but with a dad like the Punisher, a young boy would be living the dream. That apparently isn't the case for John's son, who prefers Daredevil over the Punisher. This was revealed when he visited Jimmy Kimmel and had to do a quick check backstage. Definitely one of his lowest fatherhood moments. We're pretty sure he got over it. I'm sure he did. Once he showed his check or his son the check, I think it was all good. John, no offense, I'm not gonna lie to you too. Overall, I got to give it to to Daredevil too, man. I'm sorry. I mean, you know, I don't know what the fuck happened there with Disney. I don't know. They had all these shows. What was it? Luke Cage. I don't know. They had a bunch of them. Whatever. And then all of a sudden they just canceled them. Whatever. I don't know. Iron Fist with the white guy. Yeah. Okay. Well, that one I understand. But you know, I mean, Daredevil was just fucking solid. 3 solid seasons. You know. I mean. Holy shit. And then he joined the second season, The Punisher, and that's fucking awesome, man. I mean, I really hope they bring that shit back. I really do. I really do. But yeah, overall, I mean, the Punisher was a good series. Well, I'll get into it. You see. I found some more facts on uselessdaily.com. So I don't know. I'd like to give these guys a shout out. You know, why not? You know, live it up. It also says here, he also played professional baseball in the European Professional Baseball Federation while studying at the Moscow Art Theater School. Shit, so he's playing baseball and he's studying at theater. Jesus Christ, this guy's a hard fucking worker, man. Holy cow. Then it says here, after graduating in 2002, he has performed in over 30 plays regionally and off-Broadway, including many with his own award-winning theater company, how do I say this right? Fovea Floods. Fovea. I think I said that right. Yeah. Okay. Nice. John and his brother run a non-profit organization called Drops Fill Buckets, described as an impact-driven entrepreneurial approach to making a difference. See, when you reach a certain status, ladies and gentlemen, you know, you're in a comfortable position, you got a little extra money, you can give back. I think that's awesome. I think everybody should do that if they're in a position to do so, for sure. His nose has been broken a reported 13 times to current date. Well, I don't know what that current date is. I mean, it could be up to 26 by now. I mean, who knows? But yeah. And I like this fact. It's very simple, very straight to the point. Like most tough guys, he doesn't tweet. Thank you. Thank you. Not everybody in fucking Hollywood, but like, first of all, I said this before and I'll say it a million times. If you're an actor, you're the last person that should be tweeting, okay? You're going to say some stupid shit, okay? Too many people, it's cost them too much shit. Don't bother, okay? Twitter is for losers, okay? What was his name? Elon Musk bought it for what, 44 mil? Or 44 mil, fuck, that's what he has in his pocket. 44 billion, all the best to him, that, Tesla, whatever, do what you gotta do. I'm just saying, it's shit ain't for me, man. I like to bitch to my couple fans I have on here. That's perfect. One of the things he hates the most is when actors talk about how hard their job is. Thank you. Again, thank you. Holy shit. Listen, he gets it, It's another reason why I love this guy. He's one of these guys where, he gets the opportunity he has, he doesn't take advantage of it. He knows it's not the toughest job in the world. It's not the easiest, I'm not saying that, but at the same time, it's not a tough job. It's not like I've been on set before too. I've done shit. Like the most of it is just like, part of it is some of the most skilled shit is, can you sit in a chair for 5-6 hours? That's very, that's part of it. I'm telling you, like, like know your role, go on there, don't argue with people, get along, you treat them like human beings. You're not God. And that's it, plain and simple. So just shut up and act. Okay. That's it. You got a great opportunity. That's it. Plain and simple. John gets it. Thank you, man. John adapted a grueling and intense workout regime to prepare for the role of the Punisher. He started his workout early in the morning with strength training with a focus on big lifts such as a bench presses and squats. I'm sure he did both, probably. I mean, you gotta kick some ass, man. Like if you got a skull as a t-shirt, forget it. These exercises were performed over 5 sets, with each set comprising of 3 repetitions of maximum weight possible. Damn. That's, oh shit, that's a fuck. Dude, I haven't lifted weights in a while. I mean, but even I know that's a shit ton of weight, man. His strength training routine also relied on supersetting weight lifting moves with body weight exercises. Fuck, yeah, you gotta get, listen, you're part of that Marvel, DC universe, man. You gotta get ripped, man, I don't know, unless you're playing that really big fat guy from the X-Men. I mean, yeah, there's no excuses, so yeah, that's crazy. And one last fact here, he says his biggest vice is that he drinks too much coffee. Listen, I'm Canadian. You always got time for Tim Hortons. Always. Okay, except recently where, I don't know, man, it's a long story. They basically fucked up my order big time. I've been waiting like over a month for these fuckers to get back to me. And then one girl got back to me and she said, that's the way it's cooked. And I'm like, it's not supposed to be green. But again, I've already said too much, but I will talk about it in another podcast. The point is that Johnny here is a tough motherfucker. All right. I think we've pretty much established that at this point. And, he started his career in the early thousands. And for the last 20 years or so, I mean, give or take, he's been killing it. I mean, he's hit the ground running. So, he's had a couple bumps in the road, whatever, like, I told the story before. By the way, there was a shorter version of that story. I mean, there's a little bit more before and after or whatever, but yeah, it's, I say I want to make a short podcast and then it ends up like 2.5 hours. I ended up talking about 3 hours about Paul Rudd. I don't know, go figure. But anyways, he's a good dude. And yeah, so I like to go on IMDb because IMDb is awesome. It's not like Rotten Tomatoes. IMDb is awesome. So let's begin. John's first role in acting started off in 2002 with a movie called Mary, Mary. and he played a character named Manny. Manny and Mary sitting in a tree. Okay. Never heard of this one. 7.2 out of 10. It's not bad. Okay, here we go. Manny is a young man with a serious Madonna whore complex. Join the club, man. And a host of manias related to sexual transmitted diseases. Oh, shit. Hey, Van Wilder, man. Don't be a fool. Wrap your tool. Manny's neuroses manifests as a pair of quick-talking 1950s gangsters who fill his ears with poisonous paranoia. Wow, this there's a lot going on here, man. Okay, yeah, nobody I really recognize here except for Johnny. Yeah, okay, I'm intrigued. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, well, I've never seen it, but I'm going to see if I can very shortly. Then he was in an episode of Law & Order, Criminal Intent. I'm almost positive if you want to become a successful actor, I said this before and I'll say it again, you got to show up on at least one episode of Law & Order, one episode of CSI, just something involving, where the first half they find the person and the second half it's got something to do with the court. Maybe you're one of these people in the background, man, I didn't see nothing. I knew this guy for 23 years. This guy was a decent dude, like whatever. Improv, Second City. So, yeah, did not see that one, but he played a character named Lanny Rudock. Okay. Maybe Lane. It's probably Lane. Yeah. Then he was in Manhunt, the video game. I played a character named Cerberus. Okay. Voiceover work, easy money. Always said that, always will. Tony and Tina's Wedding. He played Dominique. I have not seen this movie, and I'm almost positive, yeah, that is Mila Kunis. Okay. Okay. I don't... why have I never heard of this movie? Joey McIntyre. I remember this dude. Yeah, he was in Kids on the Block. Yeah. Step by step. Ooh, baby. Listen. I only know that song because that fucking song played everywhere in school. Okay, it was either that or MC Hammer or Vanilla Ice. Okay, I don't know. You pick one or the other. Whatever. Baby Got Back. That was a good one too. But yeah. Oh yeah. And then he showed up for a bit in Boston Public. That was an underrated show. But then they moved the show from Monday to Friday, and Friday's the worst night for TV. Everybody goes on Friday. You know what I mean? Come on, it's TV poison. We all know that. But yeah, I don't know. He's in this movie somewhere. There he is. Okay. Yeah. So he's in the movie. 3.6 out of 10. Oh shit. What's funny? Actually, go back for it. Oh, I gotta go back. Hold on. If you look at the, you know what? It's one of those movies where it looks like it never even had like a proper movie poster. Like, so they just take like a scene out of the movie and they just post it on. Now, obviously that works for the movie Friday. Okay. That's still classic. Okay. That's awesome. But for this one, it looks like remember those Valentine cards like you'd give out in like grade 4 or 5, whatever, 6 if you're desperate. And it shows a picture of people, and then there's like kind of a red border, and then it'll have a heart somewhere. And yeah, that's what it has. It has like a heart at the bottom of the left here. And this just looks horrible. I'm sorry. Mila Kunis, lovely woman. But yeah, just no. And I just assume they're both Italian. So that kind of goes without saying. Tony, Tina, Dominic, it's all there. Without a Trace. I remember this show. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The show was all right, actually. Yeah, I didn't mind the show. I watched a few episodes here and there. Yeah, he showed up in an episode of that. Yeah. So again, you just pop in whatever episodes you can. That's it. Quick little thing. I mean, worst case scenario, I think you get like $60,000 from SAG, for one day's work. I think something like that. I don't know. I'm just guessing. But yeah, why not? Revenge of the Middle-Aged Woman. Oof, that's I've experienced that. yeah, again, it did not put a lot into the movie poster. 6.1 out of 10, not the best rating, and I don't recognize anybody in this cast except for John. Was this like a made-for-TV movie or something, or I don't know. Lifetime presents. I got nothing. Okay, Dr. Vegas. Dr. Vegas, Dr. Vegas. Dr. Vegas, Dr. Vegas. I don't remember the show. 5.5 out of 10. Last season, Rob Lowe. Okay. I like Rob Lowe, don't get me wrong, but I mean, I don't know. He's been in a lot of shows that just have not gone that next season. But then he's one of these guys that'll like swoop in a show and save it. You know what I mean? Like, or being there for a few seasons. So, yeah, that was Joe Pantoliano. No, I said that wrong. Pantoliano. There you go. Oh, God. Disgusted on me. Tom Sizemore. I always liked him. I know some shit happened to him, whatever. You know, the whole hashtag Me Too movement, but I mean, I don't know what you're going to do. Yeah, I don't know. I never saw this one. Never saw this one. Dr. Vegas, Dr. Vegas. Boston Legal. He was in an episode of that. Wasn't this the one with like Shatner or some shit? Yeah. I think it was. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, and Spader and Murphy Brown. Yeah. 8.4 to 10. Yeah, I never watched the show though. I never watched it. Johnny Zero. I have no idea what this is. CSI Miami. Oh, there you go. See, Law and Order, CSI Miami. That's it. Just keep popping in the shit. No worries. Law and Order. Another Law and Order. Why not? How I Met Your Mother. He was in an episode of that. I don't know. I can never get into this show. I mean, to me, it was like, I said this before, it's like the next generation's Friends. I don't know. I wasn't a big fan of Friends. I wasn't a big fan of this. I don't know. The last episode in this show, too, was fucked up. I don't know. Something to do with a trumpet, not a tuba, or fuck, who cares? World Trade Center. Okay. Is this the one with Nicolas Cage? That's what I thought. Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, it just happened like 5 years prior to this. I remember when this movie came out. I never saw this movie. Oliver Stone did it. I love Oliver Stone, don't get me wrong. I don't know. I mean, even I was like, dude, this is like way too soon. People are like, it's too soon. And, I don't know. I never watched it, so I don't know. I mean, it's a tragedy to have that day. I mean, that was crazy. I remember going downstairs and woke up late, of course, for school, like I always did. And went downstairs. I saw the second tower coming down, and fuck, man, that was crazy. It was insane. But God bless the people we lost that day. And I don't know. I feel this movie came out way too soon. So I don't know. I mean, it is what it is. The Class. It was a TV series. Sort of sounds familiar. Sort of. Not really, but... Okay, so he's in the movie poster. Okay, here we go. Okay. Or no, the show poster, I'm sorry. He looks like the happiest one in the... they're all trapped in hula hoops. Okay, sometimes like when you see a show... and then they make fun of a show within a show. Like, that's what this show looks like. So, I don't know. I got a decent rating, so I was only on for a year, but all right. The Air I Breathe. He was an interviewer. I don't know this one. It's an interesting poster, that's for sure. Let's see. We got Forrest Whitaker, Brendan Fraser. Well, again, my heart goes out to that guy, man, because I heard a thing where he's got to pay $900,000 a year to his ex-wife for the rest of his life. Fuck, poor guy. Fuck. Sarah Michelle Gellar, yeah, Gellar, is it Gellar? Yeah, Buffy there, and Andy Garcia, aka my uncle. And there's a butterfly on top of the gun. It's like a silhouette thing. I don't know. I've never seen this movie, so. I don't know what to think of it. 6.7 out of 10. Again, it's one of those ratings. Could be good, could be bad. You never know. Day Zero. I don't know. Never heard of this one. 5.9 out of 10. You know, you got Elijah Wood, good actor. Chris Klein, you know, and Johnny in there. So, I don't know. Again, guys, I can't do everything for you. You know, just take a chance. Bar Stars. Stars is spelled with a Z. Maybe that's why they got a 3.5 out of 10. I don't know what this is supposed to be. Is that, wow, is that him? Okay, so he plays a character. Ladies and gentlemen, you have to see this movie poster. He plays a character named Donnie Patron. Maybe they are, well, no, that's with an A, isn't it? Yeah. I wouldn't know. I can't afford it. How can I describe this? He looks like, let's say if Kid Rock had a kid with Tommy Lee and more red. Let's just put that out there. That's, again, I don't know what this is supposed to be. The tagline is every bar needs a star. Like even at this time, I think we were kind of done with the whole white people acting black thing in 2008. You know, again, when you're a starving actor, paycheck's a paycheck. I hear you. You know, it's, hey, a line in the sand. I've actually done that before. It's not as fun as it sounds. The human story unfolds when a detective, aggravated by a major bust, goes wrong, are forced to deal with a tormented man thrown into a cage after urinating on the mayor's limo. The explosive combination of character and situation balances intense drama with laugh-out-loud comedy. Interesting. Okay. Actually got a pretty decent rating. 7.6 out of 10. It kind of looks like, I'm assuming this is John on the poster here because he's the number one guy listed or first listed. Picture Adam Sandler's buddy or his caddy in Happy Gilmore, but picture him with a leather coat. That's what he looks like. So, I don't know, he got a pretty decent rating. It looks all right, actually. What else you got in here? You got a lot of people I recognize. I know Bruce McGill, obviously Animal House. Chris Williams. Yes, I remember him from Friday After Next, Dodgeball. Jeff Pearson. That guy's been doing it forever. Unhappily Ever After. A whole bunch of shit there. Okay. I think we got one. All right, I'm gonna check it out. Courtroom K. It's a TV movie he did. What does the K stand for? I don't know. Doesn't say shit. This courtroom drama is a dark comedic offering in the vein of House. It puts the lives of a judge, a prosecutor, and public defender center stage. Okay. Again, 7.3 out of 10. Not bad. Kite? Night at the Museum, Battle of the Smithsonian. Okay, so this was a huge hit. Okay, he plays Al Capone. No shit, he played Al Capone, really? No. Did he really? Hold on, let me see this. Let me see the poster. Hold on. Yeah. Okay, there you go. Okay, I guess. I mean, Al Capone wasn't Jewish, was he? No. I mean, okay, you know, for a movie like this, it's okay, I guess. You know, nothing. You know, it's not like I don't know. We're not making The Godfather here. Okay. All right. Okay. Fair enough. I know Al Capone was in the I'm just saying the whole, mafia. Trust me, there's no mafia story. 6 out of 10. I remember seeing this movie. I thought it was okay. I mean, decent little movie. Got some good people in it. I mean, Again, when he told the story, when he told the story in the beginning there, yeah, he said the guy saw him on the movie poster because these things were everywhere. And yeah, I remember this movie being a pretty big hit. I mean, it's got Ben Stiller in it, Owen Wilson. Okay, I know. Listen, I did one on, I hate Owen Wilson. I know. But he's a good dude. I'm just saying, I don't want to play the same fucking character every movie. Jesus fuck. I'm just saying he's better than this. Anyways, Amy Adams, Hank Azaria, Robin Williams, rest in peace. Christopher Guest, Steve Coogan, Ricky Gervais, Bill Hader, Alan Chabot, Johnny, of course, Patrick Galler, Rami Malek is in it. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Let's see how well this movie did. I think it did pretty well, actually. Wow, holy shit. The budget for this movie was $150 million for a fucking comedy. I guess an action comedy. Okay, I get it, but I mean, shit, that's man, you better get your return on that one, man, or else you're going to have people showing up at your, or we're just going to have the real Al Capone show up at your door. Fuck. Opening weekend was 54 mil, US and Canada. Total gross, US, Canada, 177. Worldwide gross, 413 million. Oh, there you go. Okay, so that's, if you can make at least that, yeah, that's pretty much a hit. Pretty much. I mean, it would be better if it was like, let's say 500 or 600, then it'd be a really big hit. But I mean, still, that's enough where you get profit and, could possibly make another movie. So I think they made more after. I don't know if he was in them, but yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's a good movie. Check it out. Historical Confessions, Famous Last Words. He played Al Capone. Again, uncredited. Okay, so... I mean, why not? If it ain't broken, don't fix it. Eastwick is a TV series. Sounds familiar. I don't know why. The mysterious man bestows unique powers to 3 women. God, that's such a good joke there. The point is, I only lasted 1 season. What are you going to do? The Ghost Writer, not Ghost Rider, the Ghost Writer. 7.2 out of 10. Okay, decent little cast. Hugh McGregor, Pierce Brosnan, Olivia Williams. Ghost Writer, hired to complete the memoirs of a former British Prime Minister, uncovers secrets that put his own life in jeopardy. Okay. So yeah, he's in that for a little bit. We're working with some good people there. There you go. Why not? He was in an episode of Numbers. There you go. I mentioned it in my last podcast. It's a decent little show. Check it out. The Pacific. I remember. Oh, he was in it. Oh, okay. Okay, so Band of Brothers. If you've never seen Band of Brothers, it's excellent. It's probably one of the best war shows they've ever done, period. Great little mini-series. This was another story they did after that. The Pacific, again, same thing, 10-part. This is great too. Not as good as Band of Brothers, but still pretty good. I totally forgot John was in this. So, but yeah, if you got the chance, I don't know if COVID's over yet. I don't know. I mean, they say it's good, then it's bad. I don't know the fuck. Who knows? I don't know. Just stay inside, order some pizza, and watch Band of Brothers for sure. And if you like that one, chances are you like the Pacific too. Date Night. This was, I remember this movie. I love Steve Carell. I love Tina Fey. This movie, I don't know. It had a few good laughs, but it's, I don't know. I felt at one point it was just more about the cameos. Like people just pop up, here and there. And I don't know. It's okay. It's just one of those movies, I don't know, you throw out there. It's a date movie. Obviously, it's called Date Night, I don't know. But yeah, Last Words is a video short he did. Rampart. What's this one? Oh, yes. I remember this one. Okay. Good old Woody Harrelson. He'd be an interesting guy to do a podcast on, for sure. Very underrated actor. Done a lot of great movies. This one was okay. I mean, nothing, too crazy. Yeah, it was okay. I mean, it got a 5.8 rating out of 10. I maybe bump it up to 6.5 maybe, But, yeah, it was decent. It was like, I mean, I don't think it was, no. It was, I thought it was no, I thought it was referred to something. Just forget it. The point is, decent little movie. It's okay. I totally forgot John was in this movie. I haven't seen this movie in a while, so yeah. Although it was funny, I think at one point he made the movie and like they were announcing the winners or the nominations for like Oscars or something, and then like he announced, or I remember it was Golden Globes or something, and then he threw his name in there just for a joke. But I love Woody Harrelson. He's a good dude. Harry's Law is a TV series. Not to be confused with Harry's Paw. Ugh, God. This is the second podcast I've done today, so the jokes aren't going to be as good. No, I don't know this one. Although, I mean, you got Kathy Bates holding the gun there. She's okay, only lasted a season, but her and looks like Mona from Who's the Boss, kicking ass. Okay, so yeah, it's up to you guys. Snitch, he was in. Yeah, this is a rock movie. I forgot. I did not see this one. Yeah, he'd be another interesting guy to do a podcast on for sure. But yeah, I did not see this one. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of rock movies, I'm just being honest with you, they're hit or miss. He's a big star now. Don't get me wrong. I mean, he can basically write his own paycheck. But yeah, I don't really remember this one. I don't know if I saw it. I don't know. I don't think Vin Diesel's in this one. So here we go. The Wolf on Wall Street. He plays a character named Brad. Okay, so I love this movie. I love Martin Scorsese. I love Mr. Leo. Jonah Hill's cool. Margot Robbie. Basically, I never heard of Margot Robbie before. I mean, this was definitely a breakthrough role for sure. Lovely woman. Matthew McConaughey, he's in it for 5 minutes. He kills every minute of it. Kyle Chandler, just saw him recently in Pumped Up, the series about Uber. He was great in that. Rob Reiner, Jon Favreau, Johnny's in there, of course. You got the Jean Dujardin, Joanna Lumley, Christine Emsal, did I say it right? Ebersol, sorry. Christine Molliotti, awesome cast. Awesome cast. Great movie. Tells the story, based on a true story, about Jordan Belfort from his rise to a wealthy stockbroker living the high life to his fall involving crime, corruption, and the federal government. This movie is awesome. Awesome. I was at my parents' house one day and they played this movie on TV and it was all censored, and I'm pretty sure they could only play like 12 minutes of it. But just watch the actual movie that it's meant to be, how it's meant to be seen, guys. And Johnny kills it in it. The one scene where they introduce him just shows him in his mom's backyard. He's selling pills to these kids, and he's trying to get the one kid's sister to go out with him, and God only knows how old she is. And he's like, "Ma, we got chicken or what? Ma! It's great." And the one scene was at the restaurant, and he's just trying to get ketchup out of the bottle, and of course, sell me this pen.
Sell me this fucking pen right here. You can sell anything, sell that pen. Sell me that pen.
Can I finish eating first? I need tonight.
Brad, show him how it's done. Boom. Sell me that pen. Watch. Go on.
You sell this fucking pen?
That's my boy right there.
This pen?
Fucking sell anything.
Would you do me a favor? Write your name down on that napkin for me.
I don't have a pen.
Exactly. Supply and demand, my friend.
What I'm saying is creating urgency. They getting to want to buy this stuff. It's something that they need. You know what I mean?
And that's the thing. All nuns are lesbians. What the fuck are you talking about, Robert? Think about it.
They can't keep it, dude, so they gotta start looking at
4 times, Kimmy. 4 times. He's not with us. He's not with us. She runs.
These guys are nuts. But yeah, that was great. Also in this movie, where the one scene where Jonah Hill is arguing with him, and he goes like, "You dress like shit," and he punches him. He actually landed the punch. He actually knocked him out. Jesus. Like, I mean, I've been punched in the face numerous times, as you can tell by the way I act on my podcast. But, I mean, it's still always, like, the worst thing about getting punched, I feel, is just the shock. So on top of that, like, not only are you getting, punched, just randomly, you don't expect it. But on top of that, like he used to box, man. So the guy can throw a fucking punch. I mean, it's... It was a great character. I mean, they're all fucking on the plane. It's just beautiful. Although one thing I never understood, and maybe I'll do my research one day, treat this like a real podcast, is that at one point, like he did go to jail, and then he came out, and then he said later on he died, and they never really explained how he died. So I don't know if anybody wants to, save me some time and show me, or tell me how he died, please. Well, don't show me, yeah, because I want to live. I don't take Uber, but yeah, I just help a brother out. That's all I'm asking. I can't do everything here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just saying he was great in this role. I mean, everything. Like even the facial hair is just like it's just too much. But he was excellent in this role. Excellent movie. Definitely one of the better movies of that year for sure. Check it out. And then same year, he came out with a movie called Grudge Match. And he called a character, or was a character named BJ. I'm not going to lie to you guys. We had a buddy of ours named BJ. We would make fun of him for obvious reasons all the time. First of all, I just want to start off by saying this. This has to be one of the most photoshopped movie posters of all time. It doesn't look like fake like the other ones, like the fucking Valentine's Day card I showed you earlier. But it's, okay, like maybe the Sly Stallone one I can believe. The De Niro one, it's come on. I think we're pushing our luck here. And I get it's a movie. They gotta do whatever the fuck. I get it, but I'm just saying. So. This is an interesting movie in the sense where, you have basically Sylvester Stallone playing a boxer that isn't a Rocky or Creed movie. I remember the Angry Video Game Nerd said a good joke. He said, this is almost like Rocky in an alternate universe. I mean, it really is. So, you got De Niro in there, so you can't lose. I like this movie. Nothing too crazy about this movie, but... recently, John told a story about how, he got the role. He first met Sylvester Stallone, and he loaned him something. I forgot some kind of gloves or something for the match or something. And then, like, Sylvester Stallone just left and took it. And he's, like, trying to catch him. He's like, whoa, what are you doing? Like, why are you taking my shit? Like, he's like, oh, I thought you could, And, it was... It's a weird moment, like, what are you going to do? You're going to call, the cops and say, hey, man, I was working on this movie with Sylvester Stallone and he took my stuff, click. He said after that they were cool, whatever, they resolved it. So, a good little movie, man. You got Kim Basinger in there, Alan Arkin, Kevin Hart. This is when Kevin Hart was like, slowly like doing his comedy and then getting these little roles here and there, and then he just the rest is history. I mean, the guy again writes his own paycheck. Anthony Anderson, good little movie, guys. Good little movie. I mean, nothing too spectacular, whatever, but it is weird not seeing Rocky in a Rocky movie. So just get ready for it. Then he did a TV series called Mob City, and I remember this, and I'm going to tell you exactly why I remember this so vividly. It was Christmas 2013, okay? I just moved out, or just moved into my new place, and if you live in the city of Toronto, you remember that year, it was insanely cold, okay? And we had a lot of like rain, ice storms, and it got to a point where it was so bad in certain areas in Toronto where neighborhoods would just have no power. And we're not talking like for a few hours. It would be like at least a day, maybe two. And it'd be weird because like our area was just completely shut down. I remember literally I had to like, I, I, I had to like go to bed in my winter coat. Like I had nothing, man. Like we had like, and I had no power. So I'm watching everything off my phone. And the only thing I had programmed in my phone, because I heard about this show, was Mob City. And I heard it was, you know, like guys, anything, you know, mob, gangster, you know, mafia, there's no mafia. I'm down to see. I want to check out. It doesn't matter. So I heard about this. Got to check it out. So this was one of the first things I saw John in. That Grudge Match, of course, but I think I even saw this before Grudge Match. So, you know, and it's got a rating 7.4 out of 10. Didn't last long. It only lasted, I think, 6 episodes. That's it, which sucks because I was like, shit, you know, they're going to bring it back, you know, and it just didn't have that much of an audience. Not a lot of people knew about it, and it's a shame, you know. They had Edward Burns in there, Jeffrey DeMunn, who's absolutely killing it in Billions over the years. He is, he's almost like if you watch Billions, he's almost like Mr. Burns, like in real life. It's pretty awesome to watch. Robert Knepper, who played Teabag in Prison Break. Neil McDonough. Yeah, no, sorry. How do you say it? Fuck, I gotta learn how to read. No. Yeah, I think I say. Alexa Davolos. Yeah, you know, a lot of good people, man. You know, like, but it's a shame it just didn't have the audience. I mean, I'm probably talking about it now, and nobody knows what the fuck I'm talking about. But if you have a chance, check it out. It's only 6 episodes. It's almost like a tease, but there's some good scenes in it, man. There's one scene at the end. I won't give anything away. It involves like a good shootout scene at like a carnival at night, the Ferris wheel, all that. Really cool the way they taped it. But yeah, I remember I had to go to my parents' place in the West End, and I'm telling you, I was outside and. Shit, man, I remember this, man. Like nobody was outside. Like it was so bad. Like I'm right at an intersection, so there's no lights. You know, people crashing all the time, slip and slide. It's like people driving on an ice rink, and like every couple seconds you'd hear, like just shit falling from fucking. The trees, and I was like fucking. At one point I felt like Super Mario in Iceland. Great reference. And yeah, like I literally, I mean, even I was like, fuck God, please don't get like. It's only like 20 feet away from the bus stop, but please don't kill me between here and there. Just let me get on the bus and I'll be safe. I'll be good. So, but I made it. It was all good. And yeah, it's always funny. I will always remember Mob City with that crazy winter. So. Yeah, good little show. Like I said, only 6 episodes. If you got a chance, check it out. It's just a shame they didn't make more. So there you go. Tim Muldoon and the Search for the Shadow Eyes Bandit. Video short. It's a video short, but sounds pretty intriguing. What is this? 7.2 out of 10. I don't know what this is either. Yeah, is this like more gangster shit? I don't know. Cuba Gooding Jr. It's pretty much all the faces I know here. I don't know. Cuba Gooding Jr. is dressed like a guy from Beat Street. I don't know. Got a decent rating though. Okay, so there you go. Hey, it's your call. Movie Fury. I think I remember this movie. This is the one with Brad Pitt. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. This one's all right. This one, I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, there's a couple, I don't know, like slow parts in the movie. Kind of. I think it drags a bit, but overall, it's a good movie. Despite Shia LaBeouf being, or LaBeouf, or whatever the fuck his name is, being in it, it's still a decent movie. Brad Pitt's cool in it. What's the other guy's name? Yeah. Michael Pena, good dude. Yeah, got a couple other familiar faces in there. Yeah, so. Good little war movie, 7.5 out of 10. I think it's being a little generous. I don't know, but it's still a good movie. I check it out. Yeah, check it out. Me and Earl and the Dying Girl. Oh, I remember this movie. Okay, so this is a movie I guarantee you've probably never heard of. It's one of those critically acclaimed movies that nobody has probably ever seen. This is a good little movie. 7.7 out of 10. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. High schooler Greg, who spends most of his time making parodies of classic movies with his coworker Earl, finds his outlook forever altered after befriending a classmate who has just been diagnosed with cancer. Now, again, recently I just talked about the movie 50-50 in my Joseph Gordon-Levitt podcast. It's not easy making a movie based on somebody, or not on a whole movie that's, you're dealing with someone with cancer. It can always be challenging. You gotta, this one's a little bit more serious than 50-50 for sure. But the actors in this movie are really good. I'll be honest, I totally forgot John was in this movie. But you got the main people here: Thomas Mann, R.J. Kryler, Olivia Cook. Those are the main three kids. They do a great job. Nick Offerman, yeah, always love him. Connie Britton, Molly Shannon, always great. I totally forgot John was in this. Mr. McCartney. Okay, maybe he's one of the teachers. I don't know, I forgot. But yeah, this is a good little movie. Again, I don't want to give much away. Got to see it for yourself. But I definitely recommend that movie for sure. Sicario. Oof, this is shit. This is a good movie, and it has a fuck. The ending is fucking crazy. But anyways, yeah, this is. An idealistic FBI agent is enlisted by a government task force to aid in the escalating war against drug and the border area between the U.S. and Mexico. Oof. These guys don't have enough problems. I mean, this is it's a very intense movie. Very, very good movie. You got Blunt in there, Josh Brolin, Benicio del Toro, one of my faves. Johnny, of course. Daniel Kaluuya. Victor Gabber, Canadian boy. Yeah. This is a great movie, don't get me wrong. 7.6 out of 10, well deserved. All I'm saying is the ending is, it's crazy. You know what I mean? Because like the whole movie you're watching this and you're like, oh shit, like how is this gonna end? How is this gonna... How are we going to wrap this up? You know what I mean? Like, are they going to get away? Is it, but again, I'm not going to give anything away. Definitely, absolutely worth checking out. They made a second one. I forgot if, I don't think John is in the second one, but yeah, definitely. I mean, if you like the first one, check out the second one for sure. The first one's definitely better, obviously, and that's what always happens, but still, definitely check that one out. We Are Your Friends. I don't know. I don't know what this is. It's got, I don't know. Oh, okay. I heard about this movie. Okay. Apparently, this is, I gotta be honest with you. Like, okay. So Zac Efron. Okay. Like, I don't know much about this guy. I mean, I've seen him in a few movies here and there. He's a decent actor, he's done some cool shit. I like the movie he did with, what was it, Ted Bundy and the Netflix. I think he did an okay job at that. The whole, was the Neighbors movies. I like both those movies. They're good too. High School Musical. I'm sorry, Mr. Efron. I never saw it. A little bit, is a little after my time. But anyways, I heard this movie was just absolutely tanked. It was just, it did horrible. I mean, really, really bad. Like, it was one of the worst movies rated that year. It was one of those failures of that year. I mean, but then again, I'm looking at the thing. It says budget $2 million, which I find that hard to believe. I mean, there's no way they included the actors' salaries. You see, that's what they do with a lot of these. A lot of times when you see a budget for a movie, a lot of times they don't include, and I'm sure they do this on purpose, they don't include the actors' salaries. They don't include advertisements. And advertisements, forget, it could be a shit ton. Okay, so But still, 2 million. I mean, that's pretty low. I mean, shit. Even Pulp Fiction cost what, 5 million to make? I mean, come on. Opening weekend, 1.7 million. Total gross U.S. Canada, U3.5. Gross worldwide, 11 million. So yeah, but I just remember when this movie came out, it was just like it just bombed. I remember it was in and out quick. Yeah. Emily Ratajkowski, lovely woman. All I'm saying is I never saw this movie. I don't know. John's in it. You get a paycheck. Why not? Show Me a Hero. It's a TV miniseries. 8 out of 10. That's not bad. Oscar Isaac. I mean, he's been doing a lot of shit lately. I never saw this one. I don't know. He looks like, once again, he looks like my Uncle John in, I'm going to say late 70s. Yeah. Okay. I'm getting a lot of flashback here. The point is, I never saw this one. Good. John's in it. There you go. Call of Duty, Advanced Warfare, Exo Zombies, or Exo Zombies, EXO, I don't know. Either way, voiceover, paycheck. Cool. Okay, so this is where, you do all these roles, maybe a series failed here and there, you're still getting checks, voiceovers, whatever. Unfortunately, you're in We Are Your Friends, whatever, who cares? But if you could somehow pull off being part of, again, the Marvel or DC universe, whatever, it doesn't matter. I get confused which one's which. It doesn't matter. I know one's better doing than the other. I don't have to tell you which one which. The point is, a little TV show that aired in 2016 called Daredevil. Okay? And he got to play the Punisher, a.k.a. Frank Castle. Now, those of you that know me, all 3 of my fans, that's right, I gained 1 for some reason. I don't know how that happened. This show is awesome, okay? I love superhero movies, most of them. I mean, they got clunkers out there, Thank God they're not all Green Lantern, okay? We know that, even Van Wilder didn't like it. We know that history, okay? But Daredevil, awesome show. Probably the best superhero show I've ever seen, period. I can't think of another. I mean, I know so many other shows out there, all these little rinky-dink shows, and there's Archer and Wonder Woman and all this. There's just tons of shit out there. I just get lost in confusion. I watch here and there, whatever. Whatever. Although I do like the new Superman and Lois. That's pretty good. I'm a big Superman fan, so there you go. I just hope they don't drag it out like they did Smallville, like 10 fucking seasons. Like each season has 25 episodes, an hour episode. Jesus Christ, like fuck. And then they do, and then I don't know, Chloe ends up being the most boring person on the show, and then in real life she's fucking part of this whole thing where she's getting girls for this guy, and it's a whole look at her history, it's fucking crazy. The point is, Daredevil is awesome. 8.6 out of 10. Just give it the 9. As a superhero show, it doesn't get any better than this. The fight scenes in this show are just insane. I remember it was the first season or second season. I think it was the first season. They had one fight scene that went on for 10 minutes or something. It didn't even feel like 10 minutes. First off, the guy who plays Daredevil, okay, the only thing I ever saw him in, he looked familiar to me. And I'm like, where the fuck have I seen this guy? And he showed up in a few episodes of Boardwalk Empire. Charlie Cox, okay? This guy does a phenomenal job. Phenomenal. Great cast. Again, Vincent D'Onofrio. You got him as Kingpin. Fucking Vincent D'Onofrio, again, very underrated actor. This guy's done so much cool shit. He kills it as Kingpin. You got Deborah Ann Wool, Eldon Henson, Royce Johnson, Jeffrey Cantor, Jay Ali, John, of course. Tons of great people. This is a fucking great series, man. Great action, great story, great acting. Awesome. And then on top of that, you got Johnny join the cast and him playing probably the best, if not, the best Punisher I've ever seen in my life. And there's so many great scenes. The scene where he's in jail, fighting all those dudes. all the speeches he gives, all that. But one of my favorite scenes, if not one of his best scenes that he does, is the courtroom scene.
Your Honor, can I say something?
You may.
You know, those people, ones I put down, people I killed. I want you to know that I do it all again. This is a circus, all right? It's a charade, it's an act. It's bullshit about how crazy I am. I ain't crazy. I'm not crazy, okay? I know what I did. I know who I am. And I do not need your help. I'm smack dab in the middle of my right goddamn mind. And any scumbag, any lowlife, any maggot piece of shit that I put down, I did it because I liked it. Hell, I loved it. I think I'm just itching. I'm itching to do it again. And you think, what you think? You're gonna send me to a nut house? Some doctor, they're gonna get me to stop from doing what I want to do? Well, that ain't happening. Not on my watch. You think you can call me the Punisher, ain't that right? The big bad Punisher. Here I am! You want it?
The witness.
I am the Punisher. I'm right here. You want it? I'll give it to you. Anybody getting in there? Hear me wide? Hear me big? You can kiss my ass! Do you hear me? I'm guilty. I'm guilty. I'm guilty. You hear me? I'm guilty. I'm guilty. I'll kill everyone. I'll kill every single.
Damn, that is fucking crazy. I mean, you can see the scene on YouTube, obviously, but I mean, the way he's all bruised up, the way he looks. I don't know if it's just me, but damn, that's some scary shit. He reminds me a lot of Robert De Niro in Taxi Driver, like the way he's kind of like looking around, the way he moves his head a little bit, like even the way he looks, like, it is fucking scary, man. I mean, but at the same time, the Punisher is this dude who, I mean, if there's if there's a superhero that lives up to his name, it's absolutely him. I mean, it's fucking crazy. I mean, like he wants to make sure that, he's no Superman. He will make sure the people get what they deserve. They just don't go to jail. It ain't gonna happen. I mean, like this is a guy who, the character went through, the army, and he's well trained for this shit. And John did a fucking awesome job in this. And you knew after this, it's like, yeah, we need more. We absolutely got to get more of this dude on the screen. So. Yeah, like I said before, Daredevil, awesome all 3 seasons. Hopefully one day, I don't know what's going on with Disney Plus or whatever the fuck. I mean, guys, if you're going to bring back one show, it's got to be Daredevil, okay? And also, and if you can, bring back The Punisher too. But, you knew he was going to get the spinoff here, and there you go. Awesome job, John. Awesome. Justice League versus Teen Titans. It's a video. He did the voiceover work. Always good. The Accountant. This is a Ben Affleck one. Yeah, I remember this one. Yeah. This movie was all right, actually. Yeah, I didn't mind this movie. I don't know. I feel it's one of those movies, though, that like a lot of the shit happens at the end. You know what I mean? Like, it's just kind of a big build-up, whatever. But, again, yeah, I don't remember John in this movie. I don't know. I watched it when it first came out, and I don't know. I forgot. Yeah. Sorry, John. I keep forgetting you're in all these movies, man. Listen, as long as the check clears, fuck it. The Escape. It's a short he did. Okay, this one I absolutely remember. Okay, so I did the whole Clive Owen, what the fuck happened to this guy. He, by the way, Clive Owen killed it as Bill Clinton on American Crime Story. Holy shit. Monica. Boy, we can't do this. Boy. I'm ready for that cigar. Puff, puff away. But yeah, so I found out like for years, like he was doing all these short films for B&W, Clive Owen. And I mean, they got some cool people in there. Johnny's in there, Dakota Fanning, yeah, like these are some really cool commercials, and you're thinking to yourself, it's just like 30 seconds. No, these are like little mini movies. It's fucking crazy. You can see them all on YouTube. I mean, they put a lot into this shit. Hopefully, John got a free car out of it. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Check them out. Wind River. Wind River. Oh yeah, this one. Yeah. Okay. This movie was okay. 7.7 out of 10. I don't know about that. I mean, I don't know. Again, it was one of those movies I feel like more happened in like the second half. You know what I mean? Like, but it was okay. I mean, at 7.7 good. I don't know. I mean, decent movie, but not. I don't think it's that good. I mean, it's worth checking out. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, 7.7 out of 10. I don't know. Just saying. Ghost Recon, Wildlands, video game voiceover. Boom, boom, easy. Baby Driver. Okay, so we got the obvious person that stars in this movie. Yeah. We know what happened to him. Okay, let's just skip over that. Or I could play you what John thinks of that experience. You guys want me to do that? Yeah, sure. Why not?
Look, man, I remember being on that set, and I remember him really rubbing me the wrong way. You know, it's funny. Anybody who I was working with at the time, and people in my life remember me saying it. A lot of people reached out to me, when that happened. And I think for me, you got to understand, I started out in this thing. I was a theater actor, and when I was a young man, I got to go to London, and it was a crazy opportunity for me. And the first thing that I did when I was in London, I went and saw The Iceman Cometh, starring Kevin Spacey. 4.5-hour play with him right there. And I was sitting in the front row, looking with my neck straight up. And I remember when that play was over, I just jumped up and gave a standing ovation, which is something I guess they don't fucking do in London or something, because he looked right at me. And it was an unbelievably sort of like transformative experience in my life watching what he did. And he was one of my favorite actors. Going on to that set, and working with him, I wasn't there much, and I wasn't really in a situation to judge. But when I was there, he really rubbed me the wrong way. I thought he was a bit of a bully. I thought he was. I thought that he. I didn't really care for the way he was behaving towards some of the other people on set. And
sexually or aggressive?
I think a combination. I think he was. I think he was. Acting towards people in a way that I remember at the time thinking, man, if that was a woman that he was talking to, I would have done something. I would have said something, and I was really happy to sort of get out of there. And I remember, for that reason. And I just remember losing a ton of respect for him. And nowhere did I see anything like some of the allegations that have come up against him. And I think it would be weak and of me to sort of like pile on about some shit that I don't know about.
Right.
But the kind of man he was, when I saw him working with him, made me lose all respect for him, and I was enormously disappointed.
Damn again. Yeah, that sucks, man. When you look up to somebody for a bit and then you finally meet them, you work with them, and then it's all out the window, man. I mean, yeah. So that sucks too with Kevin Spacey, man. I gotta be honest with you. I mean, I've talked about it a few times, maybe for some podcasts, whatever. But yeah, like I'll just say this quick. One movie I always recommended to people, like they say, "Oh, recommend me a movie that I've never heard before, I've never seen, and I could check it out." And one movie I would always say is The Big Kahuna, and it's a movie with Kevin Spacey, Danny DeVito, and I'm gonna be completely honest with you, I forgot the other guy's name. I think he was in the Twilight movies. He played the bully in Can't Hardly Wait. That guy. And it's funny too, because like after I did watch that movie after these allegations came out, and there's a scene where like the whole movie is they play businessmen, and the whole movie is basically in one room, and that's what makes the movie so good, is that it's just all three guys are just acting really well. I mean, it's just really, I mean, it's all that's pretty much all you need. Some a good script, a good director, good acting, you know, a decent little setting. That's it. You're good. You know, that's what made the movie so well. But there's one scene I was watching after the allegations, and yeah, he goes up to the bully from Can't Hardly Wait, and he's just talking to him. And at one point, he's just, you know, like rubbing his shoulders, and you know, and you know. I know what we're all thinking, you know what I mean? But like, but now you're seeing it through different eyes. You're like, like was this improv? Was this like part of the movie? What, like, is he just doing it now to get a cheap thrill or whatever? And that's his name. Sorry, Peter Fasinelli. Yeah. So yeah, he was great in it. Danny DeVito, great. Kevin Spacey. I hate to say he was good in this movie, but he was great in American Beauty and all that. But then after the shit, it's like, oh fuck, like. Oh man, it's just it is funny what Dave Chappelle said. He said something like, I mean, the guy couldn't shut up for another 6 months so we could get a good ending to the House of Cards. I mean, that last season sucked. Let's just be honest. I mean, that's right. I'm doing a podcast about John here. Okay, so sorry guys. Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, it just sucked that happened. So, yeah. I mean, this is probably the biggest movie that Kevin Smith has been in since that shit happened. I mean, it happened, what, 2000? No, the movie came out 2017. Yeah, so, yeah, But this is a really good movie. I mean, regardless, if you can take that out of your mind, it's a good movie. What's his name? Ansel Elgort. I mean, he was great in this. You got the other people, Isa Gonzalez, John Hamm, Lily James, Morgan Brown, CJ Jones, Flea's in it. I love Flea, he's awesome. Fuck. I loved him from everything from, which Back to the Future was he in? Was it part 2 or, no, it had to be part 2, I think, wasn't it? I think it was part 2. Yeah, he was part, like, didn't he have the device with the chicken? No, like he said chicken, or I don't know, something about that. Yeah, he was good in that. Encino Man. He was good in the Ben Stiller show. Big Lebowski. Fuck, he was part of the crew there. Oh yeah, that's great. He's a good dude. Jamie Foxx. Yeah, good little cast, man. This is a cool little movie. Here's the synopsis. Finally. After being coerced into working for a crime boss, a young getaway driver finds himself taking part in a heist doomed to fail. There you go. Yeah. Cool little movie, man. I gotta say. 7.6 out of 10. Yeah. Definitely worth checking out. Again, you gotta ignore the elephant in the room. But other than that, good movie. Sweet Virginia. I'm an idiot. I sort of remember this movie, but I don't know. A former rodeo champ befriends a young man with a propensity for violence. Yeah. This movie was okay. It wasn't anything like it had a few good moments. I mean, 6.2 out of 10. Can't expect that much, but it was all right. Pilgrimage. Sort of sounds familiar. Maybe. No. 5.8 out of 10. No, I don't. No, I don't remember this movie. No, I never saw this one. Shot Caller. He plays a character named Frank Shotgun. Okay, you definitely got to live up to that name. Yeah, okay, so I've heard about this movie. I never actually saw this movie, but I heard good things. So, again, one of these movies I have to check out. But it sounds pretty cool, though. A newly released prisoner is forced by the leaders of his gang to orchestrate a major crime with a brutal rival gang on the streets of Southern California. Okay. Want to be a baller, shot caller, brawlers. Okay. I see you. I'm going to check it out. Robot Chicken, funny show. If you ever wonder what Family Guy is like, if they just had cutaways, that's Robot Chicken. I think I mentioned this before. They had an alternative title called Toys in the Attic. I actually like that title better because a lot of people probably in the beginning, people were like, "What the fuck's Robot Chicken? What the fuck's that?" But then you watch the intro and you're like, "Oh, okay, I get it. He's a chicken and he's a robot." So, but very funny show. Seth Green, actually, also a dude that was in Can't Hardly Wait. You see how it all connects? That's great. Super Mansion TV series. I don't know this one. Oh, it's no, it looks like a, what is this? This looks trippy. What is it? It looks like a cartoon, but it looks like clay animation. No, it's clay animation. Oh, there you go. Okay. Why have I never heard of this? 7.5 out of 10. That's not bad. Aging superhero, Titanium Rex, good name, and his has-been team known as the League of Freedom struggle to stay relevant in a changing world. Okay. Kind of looks like a Gumby superhero thing going there. Okay. I'm gonna have to check this out. I've never heard of it. It was on for 4 years. They have a bunch of people in there. They have a robot that appears to be Jewish. That what? Okay. It reminds me when I worked in Vaughan. It's a long story. The point is, I will definitely check it out. That looks kind of interesting. Widows, 6.9. Stop it. Out of 10. Okay, I remember this movie. This movie it's one of those movies that has like different segments and then they all like connect at the end. You know what I mean? It's got Liam Neeson in it, and yeah, I know. We've heard a lot of, I know. Okay, but although isn't it ironic that on the movie poster he's between two black people? Sorry. I'm just saying. The point is, decent little movie, not bad. It's got a few good moments in it. I don't know. I mean, if you want to check it out, it's up to you. This is before Colin Farrell decided to be the Penguin, which, by the way, he was fucking awesome in. I can't wait to talk about that one day with the whole Batman thing. The Walking Dead. Okay, so we finally get to this because IMDb, they like to group shit when it ends and not when it begins, which is, hey, that's cool with me. I'm not arguing with you. You're not Rotten Tomatoes. Do what you got to do. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to lie to you. I watched the first episode of Walking Dead, or I tried to, for the first 10 minutes, and I didn't like it. I'm not a fan of The Walking Dead. I'm sorry. Anything really with zombies, I just can't get into. I'm sorry. Some of the older shit, the older movies maybe, but I don't know. Zombies to me are very boring. They don't do much. The first 10 minutes, I thought I was going to fall asleep. I don't know. It was just brutal. I couldn't get through it. So I don't even think I ever got to John's part. So, but I heard John, built up a good reputation with this movie. So I don't have to tell you. Good for him. There you go. But one show I did hear that he was absolutely in was The Punisher. Now, obviously, after the great job he did in season 2 of Daredevil, they had to give him a spinoff. They just had to. I mean, you could tell it was building up to that. Like, even the way season 2 ended there, it was awesome. So, the first season was great. My only grief with it is there was like a whole part where they were like him and the buddy there were bunkered underneath there, and not a lot of shit happened. Like a lot of action in the beginning, a lot of action at the end, kind of slow in the middle. Okay, but in season 2, they absolutely perfected that. More action, definitely better than the first season. I mean, the first season was good. Second one had more action. Ladies and gentlemen, when I watch these movies, shows, whatever the fuck, I want to see some action, okay? At least, 15, 20 minutes, there's got to be a good action scene. There has to be. I get it. You need some dialogue too. I get it, but I want to see the Punisher punish. That's it. I mean, he's a great character. He plays it well. I love the way they did the skull on him, original, the way they painted it on there. Great. You really believe he's his character. I mean, like there's some scenes where, he just really gets into it. Like, It's almost like the Hulk. I mean, it's fucking crazy. But he does a great job. Great job. So, like all the other shows, they got canceled. So I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know. I mean, does anybody know what happened? I don't know. Leave your comments in the section below, whatever the fuck that means. But the point is, yeah, I don't know. Bring back Daredevil. Bring back the Punisher. I mean, come on, guys. Let's, I don't know. If you want to bring back Iron Fist, whatever. But the point is, just bring back these two shows. All right, come on. Come on. Do it. Do it. Unbreakable, Kimmy Schmidt. Why does it sound familiar to me? Yes, the woman from The Office. Right. Okay, so, yeah, this is on for a while. Look, she's got a Grimace knapsack. That's cute. I found out recently that Grimace is, like, people thought he was like a purple monster or something, but he's actually a taste bud. You believe that? He's supposed to be a taste bud. And like for a long time, they didn't release that information, Pointless, I know. But hey, I never saw this show, and that's pretty much all you're going to get out of me. The Peanut Butter Falcon. This is, I don't know. Again, Shia LaBeouf, fuck, I can't stand this fucker. I'm sorry. I don't know. Maybe deep down he's a good actor. Who cares? Ford versus Ferrari, great movie. Matt Damon is great in this movie, don't get me wrong, but Christian Bale, man, like, listen, okay, he went on that whole tirade with Batman, or what the fuck was it, or Terminator Salvation, or whatever. I don't know, whatever he did. I don't know. It was the worst Terminator movie, and that's saying a lot considering that the last. Was it? How did they come out after 2? Fuck. Oh my god. Jeez. Yeah, they won't stop testing that franchise out, eh? Fuck. They just want to lose all the money. But yes, he was awesome in this. Yeah, I think I remember John in a little bit of this movie, but yeah, very good movie. Definitely about the two performances between these two main dudes, for sure, Matt and Christian Bale. Not that John wasn't good. I'm just saying, Christian Bale, man, I'm telling you. I mean, yeah, again, I got to do a podcast about this dude, but he is, oof. I mean, when this guy commits to a role, it is like, him, if he wants to be the whatever guy, for the whole set, and if I have to call him a stupid name or whatever, fine. I don't care. It's all good. But, yeah, very good movie. Definitely check that one out. Ghost Recon, Breakpoint, video game, more voiceover work. Why not? Another beautiful paycheck. Vienna and the Phantoms. Never heard of this movie. 4.1 out of 10. I don't think a lot of people did. I don't know. Yeah. Those Who Wish Me Dead. 6 out of 10. It looks like Angelina Jolie. Yep, it is. Yeah, never heard of this movie either. I don't know. I mean, it's during the pandemic, so maybe, I don't know, maybe that's why. I don't know. I don't know. King Richard. Will. God, did you fuck up your career? Yeah. Well, first of all, I just want to say John was great in this. Okay. Apparently he had to really fight for the role to get this one. God bless him. He was good in this. Again, let's just ignore the big slap in the room. I'm going to say the question that a lot of people have been saying: why focus on the father and why not more the kids? I don't know, like, why make it about that I don't get. I mean, like, is it one of those things where, like, they found a big star like Will Smith, and then they couldn't find two big stars to do the role, or they, because they were younger and they couldn't find anybody younger that was that popular at that age, or maybe that's why. I don't know, but I don't know. I mean, this movie was okay. I mean, it had its moments. 7.5 out of 10. I think that's definitely pushing it. especially after the performance at the Oscars. And I'm not talking about when he got his award, although I still can't believe he got his award after that. Fuck. I mean, and then what ends up happening to this guy? He's banned 10 years from the Oscars. He can still make movies. He can still get nominated for Oscars. Guys, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, I used to, about a few weeks ago, I had an Oscar poster in my place. I sold it. Fuck it. I got no respect for the Oscars anymore. I mean, between this Malaka and, I don't know, fucking Shrek, Harvey Weinstein, and God only knows how many other fucking things they've covered up. You know, they can't even read letters, and nobody can read at the Oscars apparently too. It's just a fucking joke, man. I'm sorry. Like, I know I'm supposed to be talking about John here, but I mean, this is just bullshit. I mean, really, I don't. This is horrible. I mean, honestly. I mean, you know. I don't know. If you want to see the movie, go ahead. I don't give a shit. Small engine repair. I never heard of this one either. Let's see. Well, according to the poster on IMDb here, the guy, he's definitely seen better days. Never heard of this one. Events spin wildly out of control when three lifelong friends agree to do a favor on behalf of the brash young woman they all adore. Oh, God. Ladies, if you could just turn off the podcast for a second. You know, sorry, I'm just pretending that actually people listen to this podcast. But if you're a woman listening, just turn off the podcast for a second. Okay, I'll wait a second. Okay, great. Guys, the best thing I can tell anybody out there, okay, never ever fight over a woman. Okay, if there's three guys there, okay, and if they're all fighting over the same woman, okay, everybody bow out, okay, and just let her go. That's it. Just let her go. Okay? It's not worth it. Trust me, it's not. It's not worth it. Okay? She's gonna put you all against each other, and it's not worth it. Okay? And we're back. Yeah, so this movie I've never seen before. I don't know. I mean, it could be good. Who knows? I mean, you know, it could work out for all three guys. We have no idea. The premise, TV series. This guy from The Office. Was it BJ Novak? He was good in The Founder. I don't know if you ever see that movie, the one with how they created McDonald's there, or I discovered McDonald's. Well, it's a whole thing there. But yeah, no, I never saw this one. The Many Saints in Newark. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, first off, I did the podcast, whole podcast on this movie. Long story short, I'll be honest with you. I still enjoyed the movie. I just expected more. Maybe it was because I'm that big of a Soprano fan. I just want as much as I could get. You know, I was expecting more stuff from, you know, more references from the show and all that, you know, but I still enjoyed it. I still did. The only problem is it does, you know, let's be honest, at times it does feel a little made for TV movie-ish. It's got that vibe to it, you know what I mean? So, but overall, I thought it was still a decent movie. Will they make another one? I don't know. Who knows? But Johnny was good in it. You know, I will say that. Everybody played their part well. You know what I mean? It's not like it's not so much even the acting. It was just more like I wanted more. Like, I don't know. Like, maybe it was just me. I don't know, because, you know, whatever. I just, you know, because Sopranos, let's be honest, it's the best TV show of all time. Yeah, I said it. Like, not Breaking Bad, not The Wire. Fuck off. Okay, not those that those shows aren't good. Okay, but Vince Gilligan, or what was his name? Yeah, no, they get the name right. The guy from thing, I forgot. Yeah, Mr. Gilliam said that there would be no Walter White if it wasn't for Tony Soprano. Okay, as a direct quote. Look it up. Now, John played Johnny Soprano. He played Tony's father. Okay. I thought at one point when he was on Jimmy Kimmel, he made this face, and Jimmy said, "Oh, you're gonna be in the new Soprano movie. Who are you gonna be?" And like he didn't say, and he kind of almost gave the face like Paulie Walnuts gives the face, like that weird kind of face, whatever. So I thought for sure he was gonna play maybe Paulie, but no, he did not play Paulie. He played John. Still a good job, don't get me wrong. But again, it's just I think we just expected more. That's all. I think, this is a movie that could have easily been a 3-hour movie. I mean, if they put more details into it, more story, maybe go like even deeper, maybe go a few years ahead, back, whatever, they could have put more into it. That's all I'm saying. So, but you got Ray Liotta in there. It's Hollywood Dick Moltisanti. You got Alessandro Nivola playing Dickie Moltisanti, which is funny because the first time I heard when this guy got the role, I was like, this is the dude who played the brother of John Travolta in Face Off. And I'm like, yeah, this is the fucker that couldn't tie his shoelaces right. So I was like, he's going to play Dickie. I was like, really? Yeah. Like, I thought I was surprised or whatever, but I was just saying, like, he did a good job too. And, you really can't knock the performances. I mean, Corey Stoll, who's doing a good job in Billions right now. He played Junior Soprano. The performances are fine. It's just I wanted more. That's all. So that's my biggest thing with this movie. And maybe they'll make another one. Maybe this is almost like a test movie in the sense. Okay, we see what works. We see what doesn't. We see what the audience wants now. We finally found out that Silvio was actually bald, which makes sense because we all know he wore a wig during the show. It wasn't just Ralphie. But yeah, so 6.3 out of 10. I'd bump it up to a 6.5, 6.5, maybe 7. It's just somewhere in there, But again, I just wanted more. So, will they make another one? I don't know. Who knows? We'll see. Time will tell. The Unforgivable. Unforgivable. It's only new. Well, I never saw this one. Yeah, I didn't see this one, but I was just listening to the Joey Diaz podcast. He had Johnny on there, two Joes there, just shooting the shit. And Joey had, I can't even reenact this. I gotta play this. So here's Joey Diaz doing this thing.
Why the fuck were you in the Sandra Bernhard movie? Jesus Christ, me and my wife were like, what the fuck? Why is he in this Sandra Bernhard movie? God damn it.
Bernhard.
What's her name?
Bullock.
Bullock. Oh.
But that's all. I knew what you meant,
Yeah.
which is beautiful. You said.
I liked it, but I
Yeah, what am I doing in there?
Yeah.
Listen. People give me a hard time, dude. Listen, first of all, I here's the thing. She called me. I remember exactly where I was. Yeah, I was sitting in the parking lot. You know where the what's that great fucking breakfast spot on Fairfax on Sunset in Fairfax?
I know.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Right next to Director's Guild.
Across the street from the Starbucks there.
What's it called? The fucking waffle.
The Griddle.
The Griddle. The fucking.
Listen, bro.
He's like an advertisement for smoking weed. You know how much fucking weed he smoked? He remembers everything.
No, I remember that place because Lindsay Lohan went in there the weekend of trial.
Oh, really? Did you ever go in there?
Yeah.
That place, how great is that?
The only problem I got is that you gotta wait on a line. So I used to pull up there and go, beep, beep, you fucking sheep cocksuckers.
Yeah.
There's bagels across the street. I would pull off and they go, why is he yelling at us? Because you're standing
in line for food.
For fucking eggs. No.
For eggs. Shit,
For
eggs.
eggs.
Yeah.
Anybody can make an egg.
I don't stand in line for food.
Okay, anybody can make an egg, but
Yeah.
good.
It's amazing what they do.
They do.
It really is. It's a
Coffee
breakfast.
pie.
It's
Yeah.
a breakfast beyond what you get an omelet like this fucking thing. It's almost
Yeah,
like
it's
you
great.
can't believe what they're doing in there.
Now, I'm sorry, guys. I had to stop it there because listen. I can listen to Joey and John talk all day. I'm just saying, like, you get the gist of it. But yeah, first of all, I'm not gonna lie. I like my eggs too, scrambled preferred. But yeah, man. he was just basically saying that, she called him up and, listen, Senator Bull, whoever Miss Bullock, shows up, the woman from Demolition Man. If she calls you up, you got to go. I mean, that's it. Plain and simple. So, but yeah, I'm not going to lie. I haven't seen this movie either. A decent rating, though. 7.1 out of 10. What's this about? A woman is released from prison after serving a sentence for a violent crime and re-enters a society that refuses to give her past. Oh, I love those stories. Okay. Yeah, I don't know, that sounds all right. I mean, Vincent D'Onofrio's in it too. Ooh, gee, okay. Oh, Viola Davis. Okay, I like that. Okay. All right. So I got a lot of movies I got to watch this weekend. All right. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it sounds pretty good. Check it out. Why not? Sharp Stick. Oof. 4.0 out of 10. Lena Dunham. Well, I've always liked. She did, what was it, the show? What's it called? Girls. Yeah. I like that show. I didn't see every episode, but I saw a few episodes here and there. I liked it. Not bad. All right, so it looks like it's some kind of, I don't know what this is. I did not see it. I can't see them all, guys. TV show, We Own This City. So, I'm dying to see this show. Okay, it looks pretty good. All right. Tells the story of the rise and fall of the Baltimore Police Department's gun trace task force and the corruption surrounding it. Who doesn't like a good cop, crime, corruption story? All right. It's based on a true story. Who knows? Who cares? I've always said, who gives a shit as long as the thing is fucking good. That's it. Plain and simple. So I got a feeling this might be a good show. It's 7.6 out of 10. Not bad rating. All right. So I'm definitely going to check that one out. American Gigolo. Oh, God. Oh, my God. No. Stop it. Get out. Come on. Really? Okay. A modern day TV adaptation of the 1980 film American Gigolo. And he's going to play the guy, Julian Kay. I think so. Is he going to play the dude, or is it going to be... I don't know. It doesn't... I forgot... Oh, man, I totally forgot Richard Gere. Richard Gere. I don't know. What am I, a hamster? No, I forgot his name in the movie. What was it? Hold on. I gotta look this shit up. Hold on. American Gigolo. Hold on. Let's see what his name was. I'm just assuming they're gonna go with the same name because the first one was pretty good. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so his name was just Julian. Okay, so what did I say? Hold on. Julian. Give me a sec, guys. I'm not tech savvy. Okay, so Julian, yeah. So he's going to play... No shit, eh? He's going to play... Oh, my God. All right. Okay. Well... Look, we all know what we're thinking, okay? That one scene in the movie, where he's not afraid to show his shit. It just, I don't know. I mean, hey, like, shit. All right. Well, let's get ready. Okay. And then, apparently it's coming out this year, so get ready for it. Happy post-COVID. Snow Ponies, which is in pre-production. I'm guessing this has something to do with Coke. Maybe? Hold on. A tough group of men ward off ruthless bandits and brutal obstacles as they travel across the treacherous landscape to deliver a mysterious package. dude, it's called Snow Ponies. Okay, we know what the mysterious package is. I mean, come on. I mean, is it shaped like a brick too? Like, come on. So who you got in here? You got Charlie Plummer, John, of course, Evan Peters, Josh Gad, who, I mean, he might be my brother with hair. Who knows? But yeah, okay, that sounds good. Sounds all right. And the last thing, they just announced Untitled Accountant sequel. And he's going to play Brax, and he's rumored to play this role. So again, it's a sequel to the 2022, last one, guys, I swear, 2016 film, The Accountant. There you go. Okay. All right. So far, it's just, him and Ben. I heard Ben is going to come back as Batman. Oh, fuck, man. It never ends. The point is, John, I mean, the last 20 years, man, he's done a lot of shit. I mean, 71 credits, man, that's not bad. I mean, he's not always the main guy, whatever, but who cares? I mean, the guy is consistently working, so that's good, man. That's pretty cool. So, yeah. What can I say at this point? John, I'm glad you got, out of that situation years ago. God bless. Doing good work, man. You seem like a good dude, If someone challenges you with your fist, always use your head. Unless you're in a Scorsese movie, then just go nuts, I mean, Jonah Hill's a big boy. He can take it, don't worry. But all the best in the future. And always remember, bring punishment to those who truly deserve it. Good luck to the Punisher, a.k.a. John Bernthal.
When I hire you on a project,
Yes, sir.
I'm getting a fully committed man.
100%.
You might not even leave the set.
Right.
No, I'll leave the set. I'm not like that.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
I'm an actor working with you on The Punisher. We go over to the craft services table. There's some downtime.
Mhm.
Can I call you by your name? Can I say, hey, John, what's happening? Or am I supposed to call you, hey, Punisher?
Nah, you call me whatever you want, but if I see you eating like a bunch of donuts and a bunch of candy, I'm gonna make fun of you.